Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mike's World. Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Bestek 300 watt sine wave inverter. So I've also reviewed another inverter in the past. It was not a sine wave. I'm going to talk about the differences, but before we do that, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, like the video, leave a comment, hit that notification bell. You'll know every time we upload a new video. So let's take a look at it. This is the Bestek sine wave 300 watt inverter. This is the box it comes in. Straight off of Amazon, and so link in the description if you want to pick one of these up. We'll open it up, and the first thing you'll notice is a little booklet kind of explaining sine wave, explains everything that you need to know and why it works so well. Put it off to the side. Comes packed in some bubble wrap. Take that, and that's all there is in the box. So we'll move the box, and then this is your Bestek 300 watt sine wave inverter. And so if you look on the top, and then you've got a little vent area here on the side, Bestek on the bottom with some, you have a vent in the back, a fan vent, kind of more a little venting on this side, and then everything happens right here. And this is the front of the sine wave inverter. So on this side you have a power indicator light, you have two USB 3.0 ports for charging. One is 0 to 2.4 amps. Both are 0 to 2.4 amps. So fast charging of your electronic devices. You have two AC outlets right here, and then you do have a toggle on-off switch. So I have a inverter very similar in size to this. I've already done a review on before, but it's not sine wave. Now, what is the difference between sine wave and non-sine wave? Well, basically what it is how the current flows through, and sine wave is what you're going to want for sensitive electronic equipment. So I would prefer or recommend something like this if you're going to plug laptops in, if you're going to have iPads, things like that, sensitive equipment. Now the other non-sine wave inverter still charges those, still runs my laptop and everything. One thing it will not do though is when I plug in a charger and I try to charge my drone batteries. So I have a DJI Mavic 2 Zoom, and if I try to plug the charger into here and charge batteries, it won't charge them on the non-sine wave. It will on this one, on the sine wave. It will charge here. But on my other one, it will not, and it's because of the way the current is, and it basically shuts down the charger to protect those batteries and equipment. So obviously I want to go with this in my truck for things like that, also with laptops and things. Now, one thing I will say, because I've tested these out, and I'm going to show you some video here in a second of it in the truck, but the one thing is it's 300 watts. I'm not sure the exact amp output. It says output AC 100 to 120 volts, 60 hertz. This is model MRZ 3011HU. Input voltage DC 11 to 15 volts, but it doesn't really say what the amp outage is. But what I will tell you is this: I have at work, I have a very high wattage laptop, and my personal laptop, which is a Dynabook, is very low wattage. Now, if you plug in two high wattage laptops to this, it will overload it and it'll just kick off. It won't damage it or anything, it'll just stop working. So you cannot plug in two high wattage laptops to these inverters, these 300 watt inverters. Most regular laptops plus another electronic device, a charger, you want to charge phones, you can pretty much plug anything in here. Obviously you're not going to plug in something like a hairdryer or a coffee maker or something like that. That's not going to power, but so there are some limitations. But I'll be honest with you, at where I work, we have a lot of fleet vehicles that have the big 1,000 watt or bigger inverters installed and wired into cars. They drain batteries. They power a lot, but really they're kind of more than what we need. So every new vehicle that comes in, instead of putting a 1,000 watt wired inverter, these are what we're putting in. So very, very handy. And I'll tell you what, even if you don't want to use this constantly, just keeping one of these in your kit in your car for times when you need it. So my truck has an inverter, one AC outlet inverter slot in it. It also has 2 USB ports built into the truck in the back console. But there's times where we just need a little bit more, and my truck actually has 2 DC input for something like this. So you plug this in, it's great. If I'm running a dash cam and I want to plug it in for power, I just plug this in right underneath up front, plug my cameras right into here, and my dash cameras run consistently, and I don't have to run off battery. So there's a whole bunch of things that this could be used for. It's very nice, and being flat on the bottom, there's 4 little rubber areas if you sit it down. But if you have a space on the side of your console, you could always put strips of Velcro, the really good grip Velcro, right here, and then put it on the side of your console, and you could actually Velcro this on. That way, you know, obviously we don't want to drill holes in our cars, so you could Velcro this on. That's what I've done in my truck with the other one. I don't leave it there permanently, but when I need to. But take a look here. We're going to show you some video. This is just it in the truck. It's easy to plug in, and then with the truck running, you know, the power switch, you flip it on, you flip it off, you get your power indicator. You can plug in anything you need into the USB ports or use the AC ports. So again, very, very good product, and I highly recommend it. Hey, if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, like the video, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell, and you'll know every time that we upload a new video here at Mike's World, and you won't miss anything. Thank you guys for being fans and subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time.